EmceeTV.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy, that motherfucker Steve. You watching EmceeTV, the podcast. Today, I got an extra special guest with me. This is the homie.
JSP or Jaylen Spears, however you guys want to introduce me by.
Hell yeah, bro. I appreciate you jumping on with me today. Man, yeah, you know, I mean, this is exciting. We caught you on your lunch break real quick, but I'm super excited to get you on here and
Yeah,
get a chance to talk to you a little bit. And
yes, sir.
hell yeah, and just rock it out.
Let's get it.
Heck yeah. So let's see here. Tell me, you know what? Let me make sure. We had a little issue with the audio the other day, and the
Yeah,
audio was kind of. I'm super excited to get you on here and get a chance to talk to you. Okay, we're good. We're good. The audio was glitching out a little bit, and it was dubbed up. I just wanted to make sure. Just wanted to do a quick check for the broadcast stream here that I got running and make sure everything looked good.
yes, sir.
Yeah, we look good. We're crispy. Uh,
Awesome.
yeah. Okay, so where do you hail from? Where are you coming at me from?
I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm born and raised here. Been here since I'm only 23, so I got hella years left. I plan on trying to, expand and move out of Indiana because I don't like it that much. But yeah, I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Okay.
Nothing but
Um,
cornfields.
you guys got a lot of cornfields out there too?
Yeah, a lot.
Okay, I'm in Iowa, and we're known for corn, bro. We got corn for days.
Yes,
So
sir. Okay.
yeah. Okay, so let's start off with how did you first get into music? Like who first introduced you to hip hop?
Honestly, it was my uncle that introduced me to hip hop. Believe it or not, he started like listening to like ICP and stuff, and that's what I grew up listening to. And then he showed me who Tech Nine was, and once I've been listening to Tech Nine since I was like 8, maybe younger, as far as I can remember. And like it was just the way he intricates his like the way his words are so intricate. It's like it's no other. And then after that, like I just started listening. And I started off like writing poems. I was really good at just writing poems. Then I thought one day, let me try and turn it into a song. And then after that, it just took off from there.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Did you start off freestyling and stuff like that, or how did?
Not really. It was more so just writing. Like I love writing stories. Like if anything, I definitely for sure could be an author. And then after that, it just like I started like looking into words and like how so many words have almost the same meaning. And then it just like I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like I don't know how to explain it. It just came to me and I just started writing. Like to me, I don't freestyle a lot, which I can sometimes, but like it's more so writing. Like writing's my like I'll sit there and take time just to write my feelings out.
Okay. Shout out Big Shrimpy 2 times. He's up in the comment section right now. He just said, "What's good, y'all?"
What's up? What's up?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's always fun when I get somebody new on here. We get to introduce my audience to them, and hopefully your audience comes over to peep it out. And you know what I mean? It helps us
Yeah.
grow the podcast and just get more eyes on here. So next time we get you back on and we do this again, we got even more viewers and more listeners, and it keeps growing everything. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
Hell yeah. Okay, so you started off doing poems and kind of playing with words a little bit. You've always been a fan of
Yeah.
that. Who were some of your inspirations when you first got into music?
Honestly, I'd have to say Tech was probably my biggest inspiration, and then I would say Twista. Twista's definitely like he's definitely up there.
I can hear
Uh,
both of them in your music when I listen to it. You know what I mean? Like the double time and the
yeah,
chopping and the fast paced rhymes.
yeah, and definitely like here recently, I found King ISO when I was in high school. It was like 2019. He's definitely one of the ones. If you guys don't know who King ISO is, he's the next one up for sure. Him, Table, all of them.
Shout out
I know
Strange
I'm
Music and
Yes, strange
and
music all the way.
hell yeah. And
Oh,
the whole King ISO movement for real.
yes. And one of the other artists that really inspired me a lot, I'd have to say would be do you guys know who you might know who he is? Token. Do you know who Token
Oh
is?
yeah, off
Yeah.
the East Coast.
Yes, he's definitely. When I found out about him, I was like, okay, he's crazy. I've been following him for a long time. That's one person I want to get a feature with too as well. But yeah, he definitely gave me big inspiration. Joyner Lucas for sure. The first time I heard him, I was in seventh grade, and he did that. It was that song where he was talking about like the person like killing somebody else for like a gang initiation, and his storytelling, just like the way that he can storytell it, it took a hold of me.
Hell yeah. I've always been a fan of people that could storytell and rap. I really enjoy the Eminem's version of storytelling, and
Yeah,
Tech's phenomenal at it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
The one where he's talking about homegirl in the trunk, put her in
yep.
the trunk.
Threw
You know
her
what I mean?
in the trunk, trying to
Yeah.
smash, get a cat, dude. I love that song. Yes,
Yeah, Tech is one of the all-time best storytellers. I'm definitely a huge Strange Music fan. I've been very fortunate with the people from Strange Music that have jumped on here. I was just talking to the homie JL B Hood the other
yeah,
day. We got a couple
awesome.
tracks
Yeah,
together, and
hell yeah.
yeah, and then I got a verse with Tabo that's coming out on Back to Bars Volume 2. So you and I are kind of running in
Okay.
the same circles.
Yes,
You know
yes,
what I mean? I've been working with Strange Music for a lot of years. They were actually some of the ones that first messed with me in the beginning when I was doing this. Trav and Tech really put me on and
yeah,
hooked me up with a lot of interviews in the beginning. So I always pay homage to them because they
yeah,
gave me so much, you know what I mean, and have had me down to Strange Music and put me on with the street team and had me running the street
yeah,
team and everything else. So much
yeah.
love to them.
I'm the exact same way. Like, to be real with you, if it wasn't for Tabo and them, I would not be where I'm at now. I would not be getting, the people that hit me up, all of that. Everything is for them. Damn near. Definitely, they're definitely some great people. Anybody for Strange is definitely great.
Hell yeah. Okay,
They're all built different.
most def. So I wanted to know. So when do you make that transition, right? So you're kind of, I'm assuming you probably start recording at a homie's house, or maybe you got your own gear and you're kind of recording. When do you make that
Yeah,
transition to, all right, you know what? I gotta get into a better studio. You know what I mean? Like this music thing, I'm kind of feeling it. I'm doing pretty well with it. People are the message is going out there. People are receiving it. They like it.
yeah. I would say probably it's probably 2021, 2022. Um, I had I had my uncle. He sat there and told me he likes because before what I was rapping about, it wasn't like my life. It wasn't, people didn't really feel it.
I think your
And
AirPod might
then
have disconnected, homie.
oh, oh, can you hear me now?
Yep, there we go.
Okay, okay, that makes sense then. There we go. Sorry about that.
You're all good, bro.
Uh, but yeah, no. So I started off. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. It's been a long day. Ask the question one more time.
You're all
I'm
good.
sorry.
So I was just trying to figure out when did you decide to make the transition? Like, all right, I'm getting serious about this music. You know what I mean? Like people are
Yeah.
receiving the message. I need to get into maybe some better beats, a better studio. You know what I mean? I need to invest into this craft a little more. Like
Oh, okay, okay.
when do you make
Yeah,
that gear switch? You know what I mean? Like, all right, I'm gonna get serious with this.
yeah. Honestly, it was probably after my first show. I did this wrestling. It was like a wrestling match, and then they asked me if I wanted to perform because I mentioned about doing music, and then the guy that actually sat there and told me, he said, "Dude, you have a very good flow. Try and rap about your life more." And then after that, it just clicked in me, and I'm like, "All right, I see what you're saying." And then I ended up making a song called "On the Run," and after that, like it was, I don't know how to explain. It was like after that, that's whenever I took the initiative to really put in the work. And then I
Okay.
not too long after that, I ended up running into Tabo. Um, he came to a show out in Columbus, Indiana, with D-Ray What It Do, and me and him started talking. And after that, it was ups from there. He gave me a lot of like really good advice on like what to do business wise, and how to actually get my music out there and portray a really good image, like a positive image.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think what King ISO is doing with Project Be Well and really, tapping into the whole mental health thing and really trying to support
yeah,
people that need that. I think that's pretty dope, and Tabo is definitely a big part of that. So shout out to both of them. Snake Lucci is somebody that I mess
yes,
with heavy.
yes.
Um,
I completely forgot about that. I feel like an asshole now. Yeah, dude, Snake Lucci is fucking crazy.
yeah,
He actually was the one that told me, if you ever see the Snake Lucci, thank you. He was actually the first person to walk up and tell me at the show. He said, "This song On the Run is bigger than anything I could imagine." And he's the one that told me that I need to go through, I need to either make my own beat or find somebody to buy the beat for it, because before I was using YouTube beats. And then after that, that's when I forgot about that. I'm glad you mentioned that. Snake Lucci's definitely cool. He's cool for that.
Yeah, yeah, he's definitely a real one.
Yeah,
I had the opportunity to work with him a couple different times, shot some pictures for him, and
yeah,
we did a couple of shows together out here in Des Moines. Shout out Lefties Live Music. That's where we be rocking. So okay, so you said you rocked a wrestling show. Now I imagine you've probably you started there. Where does
yeah.
your career take you? I mean, I seen you've rocked shows with Lil White and all sorts of different people. So when do you get serious about the performance?
Honestly, it was after that wrestling show. There's a guy named Joshua Stone. If you guys are in Indiana, definitely hit him up. He's good for putting on shows and promotions and everything. He told me he straight up told me, he said, "Dude, like, with you being how young you are and the way you make music, it catches people's eyes. Like, it just don't, like, I don't know how to explain it." And that it got me to the point where I'm like, "Okay, maybe I can really get on the stage." Because at first I used to have very bad stage fright. I was, shy and everything else, and it kind I don't know how to explain it other than, like, it just kinda happened. Like, one day I was just like, "You know what? Imma really get into it." And
That's
it's
dope.
worked out since then, so luckily it's worked out.
Hell yeah. Now that's dope, bro. Yeah, I think performing in front of people, doing speeches and stuff like that is most people's number one fear. Most people would
Yeah,
rather jump out of an airplane than get up on stage and perform or talk in front of people. And so the fact that we do that, yeah, I would not like to jump out of an airplane. Some people want to do both. I'm
yeah,
out on the airplane,
yeah,
but I get up there and I'll talk and perform and host a show, and you know what I mean? I'm cool with
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Hell yeah. Okay, so let's keep going down this journey. Where do you go next? So you're rocking a couple of shows, you're tapped in with a promoter down in
yeah,
Indianapolis.
yeah. And then after that, I kinda went into, like, a halt for a little while. Like, I just now started getting back into doing more shows this year. I'm not gonna lie, I ended up being homeless. I was sleeping in my car and everything, and then I went back to work and all that, and then I've been rebuilding it back since then. But now it's kinda like a restart. I was on a hole, and now this year is like I'm back into it for sure. Like, I know for sure, October 4th, I go to Frankfurt for a show for Mars Hall. If you guys probably don't know who that is yet, but he's a very talented artist. Shout out to him and his crew. He throws his own shows in Frankfurt, Indiana.
How do you
Um,
spell that? Mars? Mars?
yeah, yeah, Mars and then Hall, Hall. He's a dope artist too as well. He's pretty
Okay.
cool.
I'll have to tap in on
Uh,
him.
yeah, he's definitely cool. He's dope. He runs his own shows. If you ever come through Indiana, definitely hit him up if you want to do a show there. He usually does them like every weekend. Um, let's see here. I know
I might end up down
on
there. I might knock on your door, bro, because we're connected. Like we got
yeah,
Caitlin Clark, and we got because she's from Iowa, and then you know what I
yeah,
mean. She plays for the Fever. I got a lot of homies that go to the Fever games down there and whatnot for the WNBA,
okay,
and then
yeah.
oh, who else? Who else? Who's you guys' shooter for the Pacers? He just tore his
Uh,
hamstring. I can't think of his name.
I forgot his name. I don't really watch too much basketball
Okay,
anymore, but I know exactly who you're talking about because
yeah,
he's a really good player, and he if he wouldn't, oh man,
he is. I gotta look it up now. He just tore his hamstring.
yeah,
He's from
we
Iowa
were
State
so
though.
close. I didn't know that. That's awesome. Say we were so close to winning the finals too. It was bull crap.
Tore his Achilles. I lied. He tore his
Yeah.
Achilles. Tyrese Halliburton. Uh,
Yep.
yep. He's originally from Wisconsin, but he went to
Okay.
Iowa State. So
Yeah. That's still
yeah.
badass. That's awesome. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. My bad though. I interrupted. I was just saying, you know what I mean? I show up and knock on people's
Yeah.
doors sometimes. You're like, hey, what up, bro? I'm in
Def
town. I'm in town. Let's get lunch.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. I'll be down for that for sure. Like that, I'm always down to, like, meet up and, do especially collab too. Like, if you ever want to do a song, definitely let me know. Like, we'll definitely get some stuff working.
Hell yeah. I
I know.
produce. I rap. I do all that.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna hit you up for some beats and stuff too. Then I definitely need a producer.
Hell yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, so my bad though. I interrupted. I broke the chain
No,
of thought. So okay,
you're
so we're
good. You're good.
you're growing. We're building. You're rocking shows. Where does the career take you next? I know we got to kind of condense this a little bit into a
Yeah,
short one just so you can get back. You got a busy day, but yeah. So
yeah.
take me on the journey. Where do we go next?
Yeah, no, you're good. What I plan on doing is I like with me, I plan on trying to get to where I get paid from all this because I haven't gotten paid from anything on my music yet. But I know for sure if if I actually sit down and go through and like, because my plan is I want to shoot a music video by the end of this year, just to get one out there, like and make sure it's a great one too. And I also want to be able to go on my first tour within the net, like not this year, but within next year because
Hell yeah.
I'm getting to the point now where I'm getting enough people to know who I am, and after shows they're talking to me and getting my information, and I'm starting to realize like, hey, like this is actually gonna might work out. Because I also need to get out of my like I'm also like I'm a big self critic, which I mean I know a lot of artists are, but like I'll sit there and I can have 5 or 6 people sit there and tell me, hey, this song sounds great, but then I'm still sitting there saying it don't sound good. So I just need to believe in myself more. That's my next big thing I'm trying to work on is
For
believing in myself.
for sure. Well, and I think that's what a lot of us struggle with.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about. It looks like "Let's Go" was one of your most recent projects. Can we talk about that
hmm
one a little bit?
Yeah. So let go. I wasn't able to like put everything on like because I plan on putting it all on all platforms, but I wasn't able to because I haven't had the money to put it on there. I have 2 kids and everything. They come first no matter what.
Respect.
Um, but yeah, like so I with that project, I've been working on that. It's kind of embarrassing. I've been working on that for like almost 3 years now, and it's kind of like one of them things where it's like I just need to put it out there. Almost all the songs are done. Most of them are on YouTube if you guys want to check it out. The I have 2 tracks with Tabo for sure that's on there. There's one called and there's also one called, oh my gosh, oh my
The
gosh,
prayer.
the prayer, yes, that one. That was my first song I ever did with, like, a bigger artist, so um but yeah,
That's
that
dope,
one
bro.
and then, let me think here, I'm sorry. There's a
You're all good.
couple of those songs that are YouTube beats that I can't use because I didn't buy the actual thing for it, so that's why I haven't, like, put it in there, and
Okay,
that's why I need a producer as well,
that's
because if I
dope
can
though.
find yeah, if I can find a producer that can either almost similarly recreate that beat or recreate a couple of them or make it at the same tempo,
That's what
I
I was
can
gonna say.
definitely
If you
work
had
it
the
out.
same BPM and the same tempo, you could probably, you know, what I mean, you could rebuild that if
Yeah,
you, yeah. But
yeah.
okay, so you got Calico on there. Is it? Can you talk about a little bit you or Ritz or any of
Yeah,
these features that you got? Can we talk about kind of how you put those together? I know you were
yeah.
tapped in with the Strange family, so
Yeah, no, you're good. So the Chris Calico one, I got that off of one of the beat packs, not even gonna lie to you. But the Ritz one, I ended up running into him at the it was two what year did we go? Was it 2019? It was for it was the last Strangulation tour whenever Tabo and King ISO were both on tour with all of them.
okay.
Maze 301 was there. I don't know if he's still signed with Strange Music, but I actually rapped to Ritz and he was like, dude, that's fucking dope. And I don't know what made me do it. I thought he was gonna tell me to walk the fuck away, but no, after that it was cool after that. And then we got the song Overload. That one's probably my favorite out of all of them because I didn't even know what I was capable of it until he sent that to me, and I'm like, no way. But that one was cool. The Chris Calico one, I definitely want to get a legit feature from Chris Calico because he has one of the most beautiful voices I've ever heard.
He's a killer, bro. He's a killer.
Yeah, he definitely he gives me cold chills every time I hear his voice. Let's see who else. I have the one I have with Crazy Bone. That one is that's my all time favorite one that I just did. That one's called oh my gosh, Ain't the Same. And then I'm actually trying to work on a music video for that. It's gonna be like almost like a comic book style, if you get what I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
I want to yeah, I want to do something like that, and
I
I
got a
need to find
homie.
somebody that.
I got a
Oh,
homie that's an animator. He worked on the
see,
Avatar movies. We grew up
no way.
together. Yeah, we grew up together. He lives
Yeah.
out in Long Beach. Shout out my dog Nuisance One. I might be able to link you
Okay.
in with him. I don't know if he's taking
Definitely,
on
if
other
you can.
projects right now because he's
Yeah.
super busy. But yeah, I mean, animation is what he does: animation, sculpting, rap, hip hop, DJing. I mean, he's tapped in fully, and so that's my That's my
Yeah,
sensei. That's my bro to be helping me out when I'm trying to come up with a concept or work out an idea. I always bounce shit off of him. So we're
yeah,
we're in close, super tight like that. So I could probably tap in with him and maybe you guys can make something happen.
yeah. I would love for that, dude. That would be amazing. Because like I definitely want to get that out. Because I feel like that song, if you guys have it, look it up. It's called "Ain't the Same," featuring me, JSP, and of course Crazy Bone. That right there is probably my song that's gonna take me off. Like put me up on the map. I promise you that.
Okay, so some of
It
these are released. They're just not on Spotify or
Yeah,
Apple
they're
Music and stuff like.
yeah. They're all every single one of them is on YouTube. They're just not on Apple Music and Spotify yet.
Okay,
That's one of the things I'm working on to do too.
not to put you on the spot. Do you know your YouTube
Yeah.
channel? That way I can plug it in
Yeah,
the chat
yeah.
here and we can help you out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have my missus pull it up real quick
Okay, yeah.
because it should be JSP topic,
Oh, okay, yeah.
all caps.
Okay,
But
I can
it
grab
might
that on
be,
my end, and
yeah. Because I swear it's like this is what's crazy. If you type me up, you have to go through and like look for it because it's like my stuff is like it's like shadow banned. It's it's JSP Productions and then topic,
okay,
and then it should be a picture of me. It'll look like this if I'm allowed to show it.
yeah. Let me pivot back over to our screen.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
you're good. You're yeah,
cool. Well, yeah, I'll see if I can't dig that up and throw it in the chat real quick,
yeah,
um, and we will get you a little shine on there and go and run up some of these tracks, man, because you're definitely out there grinding. You've been putting it in,
yeah,
and I think it's important to showcase what you've been doing and
yeah,
you know what I mean, get a little exposure on that because I see you working, you know what I mean?
yeah,
We recently connected, but I kind of did a little bit of a deep dive on you and I see that, being a father, you're out here hustling, but you're
yeah,
you know what I mean, you're punching the clock, you're taking care of the fam, but you're networking and you're doing stuff on the side. And I
yes,
respect the
sir.
hustle and the grind on that, bro. So I
I
definitely
appreciate
wanted to
it.
get you on here and tell your story.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That's
Hell
awesome.
yeah.
I love meeting new people, talking to everybody, and I love like with me, I don't charge for features or nothing like that. So if anybody's watching this and you listen to my music and you like what I put out, definitely hit me up. I want to get my name in the hat as many people as possible.
Hell
So
yeah.
definitely,
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Just networking, growing, and making it happen, man.
yes, sir.
Um, okay, well, so we'll kind of wind this down a little bit, but I definitely wanted to
Yeah.
tap in. Which, all right, so I'm gonna hit you with some maybe easy ones. Maybe these might be difficult questions.
Okay.
All right, so you get Mount Rushmore has 4 presidents on it. You get 4 people for the hip hop Mount Rushmore. Who's on your Mount Rushmore?
Okay. I'd have to put Tupac for one. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then for sure, I'd have to put either. It's kind of a hard one because this one's a weird one, and people. This one's more of like a what? But Brother Lynch Hung should be up there. He
Ooh,
put
shout out brother Lynch.
he put out the season of the sickness. That is one of the most crazy, that phenomenal. And then, in my opinion, also another person that'd be really good up there. It for sure would have to be Tech. And then when it comes to, I'm trying to think of who that last one would be. Because I don't want to put somebody too new and then forget. So I'm just man. I I I probably might get hate for it, but Kanye. I'd have to
Kanye?
put Kanye. Yes, mainly because this man is smart. So if you think about it, business aspect wise, he's one of the most smartest people in the world when it comes to that. And then on top of that, the way his beats, they're just it's crazy. What he does is crazy. So like when it comes to the business aspect, Kanye had the most money in like deals ever, and he was able to drop all of those deals and keep all of the money and not have to pay none of that back. You
He
get what I
did
mean? Like that's smart.
with the
Like that's how
Yeezys and everything like that?
yes, with the Yeezys, the music contracts, all of that. Every single person that had a contract with him dropped him, and he got to keep all that money. He didn't
That's
have to pay
wild.
none of it back.
I
That's
didn't
what I'm
realize
saying.
all
So
that.
yes, that's why he was doing what he was doing. Like all this like stuff that's putting him in the media to where it's like, what the hell is he doing? He's doing that on purpose. I mean, the dude's a genius. I
He
mean, because
definitely does a lot for shock.
Yeah, he does, and like he's a genius because he knows how to put his name. Any I've always said any publicity is good publicity, whether it's bad or what, as long as it's not like too extreme. But like with what he did was very smart. And then when it comes to his producing skills, this man he can. I've heard some of the most weirdest songs out of samples. Well, I've heard some of the most best songs out of the weirdest songs he sampled from.
Okay.
Like I can't remember what the song is called, but where they're talking about the fruits hanging. That song right there, that beat was like it just gives you cold chills. The way what he used, I can't remember the original song he used, but I'm one of those people where like I use my third ear to like listen to different sounds and different other songs that people's like produced from. But
Okay.
he's definitely up there.
I dig it. I dig it. Um, okay. So if you could only listen to one artist the rest of your life, it doesn't have to be hip hop, doesn't got to be rap. It could be whatever, country music, whatever. If you're stuck on an island, you only get one artist's collection. Who you choosing?
Corey Taylor,
From Slipknot.
yes,
From Des Moines. Okay. I mean
yes,
Indianola, but he's right outside of Des Moines. Okay.
yeah.
I've met Corey a few times.
He's that dude. He had his music has gotten me through so much crazy shit that it's just yeah. I could listen like I could you can put on any song that has Corey Taylor on it and I'm like, yeah, it's about to be a badass song. Like he has a crazy voice, his range, he can rap, you know what I mean? Like it's like what? That
Uh,
dude's crazy.
do you mess with Bert Kreischer at all, the stand-up comedian? Do you know who that is?
Oh yeah, the dude that takes his shirt off?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
he's got a
he
he's got a YouTube show. I think it's a YouTube,
yeah,
but it's also a podcast.
yeah.
It's called Something's Cooking, and he had Corey Taylor on there, and he did a whole interview with him while he's cooking food for him.
That is awesome. That is
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
I'm
You'll
gonna have
have
to
to
go
peep
back
it
and
out.
watch that. Yeah, I'm
Hell
gonna have to go
yeah,
back and watch that.
hell yeah.
But yeah, because like the Corey Taylor, he's a phenomenal artist. I haven't met him in person. I really want to. That'd be awesome. But
Okay, another rapid fire question. We're smack dab here in the Midwest, both of us essentially.
yes,
East
sir.
Coast or West Coast? You got to pick one.
I'd have I'd have to go with West Coast.
Okay, you're about the beaches and the palm trees.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
I love the
uh,
warm weather.
me too, me too. Pizza or pasta?
Pizza.
Yeah, me too, me too. I'm with it. Although there's some phenomenal pastas. I work in an Italian restaurant bartending, and I
Oh,
see some.
okay.
Yeah, I see some fire shit.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Um, Biggie or Tupac? We already said Tupac.
Yeah. Tupac. Yep.
Biggie was not on the Mount Rushmore. Um, okay, if you want to hit them with a couple of closing thoughts, to definitely plug
Yeah.
your socials. Let's make sure everybody knows where they can find. Okay, wait. I didn't. I forgot this one. Dream
Yeah.
collaboration. If you could pick anybody, who you rocking with?
Rammstein.
Okay. I see
Yeah.
the so I heard the Juggalo stuff in the beginning,
Yeah.
and then now we got a little heavy metal in the mix. So you got a lot of different influences. Um,
Yeah.
I dig
I
it
listen to me. I listen to whatever sounds good to me. Like I'm not one of them people where it's like, oh, this every genre has a good artist in it,
for
and
sure.
if you can find them, it's phenomenal. Especially if you can expand it too, and it makes music production so much easier if you expand your music category too, because you can. I've seen so many other artists to where you can take something from metal and you can turn it into hip hop. You can take something from country and you can turn it into hip hop. Everything. Well, hip hop is just a mixture of all genres. A lot of people don't realize that.
It's got a lot of influence in it for sure.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
Um, Man, it's been a pleasure to have you on here today, bro. This was a
Yeah.
fun interview. You know what I mean? We're gonna
Yeah.
try and run it up. We're gonna try and blast it out there on all the socials and
Yes,
but
sir.
oh yeah, so let's plug your socials before we close this out. That way everybody can go find your music and make sure they run it up as well.
Yes, sir. So you can find me on Facebook, Jaylen Spears. It'll be parentheses JSP. That'd be the easiest way to find me, get in contact. My Instagram is j.s.p_productions. And then I don't have a lot of followers on it. It's about 48 followers, but definitely run that up. My YouTube is JSP. And then instead of putting production, you just spell out the rest of productions at topic or topic, and then it's at the beginning of it. Um, I think yeah, that's about all my socials so far. I do need to get more out there, but yeah,
Oh, no, you're
that's
good.
about it for that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, cool, man. Well, we're definitely gonna have to get you back on here so we can plug that Spotify once we get that up and rocking. And
Yes, sir.
and we're gonna stay connected. And who knows, man? Maybe we'll go catch a Pacers game or something like that. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
I'm down for it. I know the Colts are playing. Well, they played last weekend. They'll be here. We got plenty of time. I don't know when their next game is, but we definitely got plenty of time. We'll figure out something on that. 'Cause I definitely want to meet up with you. You're awesome, man.
Hell yeah, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you
Yeah,
so much for jumping on here with me today, bro. Thank you for taking the time.
anytime. Thank you.
And until next time, it's been your boy, that motherfucking Steve for MCTV, and we're
Yes,
out.
sir. Yes, sir. Let's get it.
Peace.
We've been known to snatch a piece or two. Y'all can't take over cause we gon' eat the you. Rock steady like a ginger brought Aretha through. This shit torture and I'ma keep feeding you. On that East Coast shit, y'all better duck down. Price on his dome, 5 on it like yuck mouth. When the plug get knocked, that's when the price jumps. American Nightmare, that's where the Spice won. Rappers running like Ricky in the alleyway. Putting an end to the week, no Saturday. They want static, get it shaking like Cassius Clay. Passionate thugs mixing Douce with Alizé. Don't play with us, them moves ain't got you safe enough. Yelling fuck 'em like Smokey off the angel dust. My life so real, sounds like I made it up. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up. Dangerous, softer than a razor's touch. We hit that strip and get the caking up. God hate ugly, so ain't no saving us. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up.